Hi everyone, my name is Bella and I'm going to be talking about the environmental movement. I did not know much about this topic and so I thought it would be interesting to learn about, and so that's why I chose this one. And yeah, I'm just going to be sharing about that. So this movement fought for cleaner and safer living conditions, and it pushed the government to protect people and the environment from pollution. After watching the YouTube video that was linked in Canvas, it was basically just like explaining that many Americans became concerned about polluted air and water and just destroyed forests, drying lakes, and endangered animals. It talked about in Los Angeles, breathing the air was compared to smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, which I thought was crazy. And rivers were catching on fire, and the bald eagle was close to extinction. These conditions just showed why people believed major change was needed. The video also explained how how the movement brought different environmental groups together. So people fighting against pesticides and air pollution and highways being built through neighborhoods, they realized that they all had similar goals. And it talked about on April 27th or 22nd, Earth Day of 1970, about 1 in 10 Americans participated in the very first Earth Day. So people joined rallies and educational programs and cleanups and just other community events, which I thought was really cool. And then after reading the article, that also gave several specific examples about the problems people faced. It mentioned in Los Angeles and New York, pollution from cars just creating really dangerous smog, and the smog made breathing problems worse and contributed to hundreds of deaths in New York. There was a group called the Stamp Out Smog, which protested by wearing gas masks and pressured government officials to take action, and then their work actually helped California create stronger automobile emission standards. And then the article also described 1969 Santa Barbara oil spill, and that was a drilling platform that released about 100,000 barrels of oil into the ocean, and it killed wildlife and polluted more than 35 miles of the coastline. So activists organized a group called Get Out Oil, and they collected 100,000 signatures asking for a complete ban on offshore drilling. And then California responded by just strengthening environmental agencies and creating fines for polluters and just stopping new offshore drilling. And then another example the article gave was from the Cayuga River fire, I think is how you say it. So industries had dumped oil and chemicals, different waste and sewage into the river for years. And then the 1969 fire received national attention and became a symbol of how polluted American waterways had become. So the environmental movement just fought through protests, and there was public education and petitions and media attention. Both the article and the video mentioned cleanup projects, and there was just pressure on political leaders. Specifically, according to the YouTube video, the activism actually led Congress to pass laws protecting clean air, and clean water and endangered species. And then it also contributed to the creation of the Environmental Protection Agency. And then the article connects the Santa Barbara oil spill and the river fire to support for laws such as the National Environment Policy and then the Clean Water Act. So overall their activism just brought environmental problems into the public eye and led to stronger government protections now. And then also Earth Day grew from a national event into a global movement involving people all around the world. So I thought that was really cool to learn about. So yeah, thanks for listening.